Hey everybody, it's your boy K1 bringing you some final E3 review fun. Now we're going straight into the final review of Nintendo. So let's get into it. So first off, have to break Nintendo's off some points because 25 minutes. I mean, come on. I know Nintendo does these special, press conferences through video and it's better than when they tried to do like press conference. I mean, after the horrible Wii Music one, I see why they just stick to it. But come on, their past press conferences have been technically an hour, maybe an hour 30. This year, 25 minutes. Come on, Nintendo, you could have did so much better. Some of that can go to the fault of they decided to release like a special direct for only Pokemon, which is 8 minutes, but that's not much. But hey, I would just save it all for the show and, put it into one. Just roll it into a big ball and just let it roll at E3. So that's points off right there. So they started off with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I mean, I've seen and played number 1 and it was okay. Number 2 looks, same as always. Didn't look majorly overhauled, so not much to work with that. I did get hyped when they showed like the new Kirby game because it looks like a throwback to the old Kirby Superstars. If you haven't played Kirby Superstars, definitely either dig it out of Wii Store, whatever it's called nowadays. So the best part was it took that you can get three friends and do the adventure together, and this time you can actually like give hearts to enemies and they become your allies. I mean, somehow back when we were playing Kirby Superstars, we just like took a power and made a friend with it. Never explained that, but whatever. So the next game was just a quick teaser. Showed space and then just brought up Metroid Prime 4. Now, I am a huge fan of Metroid Prime. When I had the GameCube, Metroid Prime 1, awesome. Metroid Prime 2, good, could have been better. Then when the Wii came out, Metroid Prime 3, Corruption. It was all right. The whole thing was you get to have that first person experience of being Samus, but, it could have been better. It could have been better. Number 1 will always be the top dog, in my opinion. So we'll see what they do with number 4. The next thing was another Yoshi. So, like another Yoshi Woolly World sequel. So they just called it Yoshi. More to come. So that was just a teaser. There's going to be another Fire Emblem for Switch. I'm not into Fire Emblem as majorly as other people. So, if you're into that, whatever floats your boat. Then the thing that really got to me was, of course we show Breath of the Wild for Legend of Zelda, and they give literally the majority of content time to the DLC, which is going to be Trial of the Sword, Heroes Path Mode, Master Mode, the Champions Ballad, and then Amiibos for said the Champions. Now, I understand amiibos play a big deal. Trust me, I know people who literally have every amiibo known to man. I know someone who really went to Mexico to a Blockbuster just to get that Falco amiibo. So, yeah, I know amiibos are a big deal. But, it just doesn't feel right giving that much time to the DLC for the game because it's kind of saying that's the main game for Switch. And don't get me wrong, Breath of the Wild is awesome. I've played it. It's really, 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 really good. Definitely play it if you have a chance to pick it up. But it's kind of saying like, there's no other game but Breath of the Wild, so we're just gonna keep feeding the one thing that people bought a Switch for. I would have preferred you put more emphasis on other games and get people more hyped for we bought a Switch mainly for Breath of the Wild, but there's other games to look forward. So not much on that. They did a review of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. So if you've seen my Ubisoft review, you know all about that. Then they said Rocket League's coming to the Switch, and they're gonna have customizable cars, with Mario, Luigi, Peach, and so definitely just Nintendo costumes all around. Then they had a little thing with Pokemon. Pokemon XD's coming to the Switch with 5 playable Pokemon. It's all right. I played it a few times. I mean, some people can make it as a pro. I never saw it as a pro fighting game. Like, I just don't. It can be like broken at some point, and I've just, that's just not me. And then they, made one simple teaser saying, "Oh yeah, there's a Pokemon RPG in the works for Switch." Now, if this is the Pokemon game that allows you to go to all said regions, collect all badges, face all Elite Fours, I'm in for that. I am hoping, I have been waiting so long for that Pokemon game to drop where you can just go everywhere and anywhere. And literally, so the main thing is having the point of literally starting off. And, if they give you the power to start off in any region, you get to choose, Kanto, Johto, Sinnoh, Hoenn, the Aloha region, the Kalos region, then that'd be the best thing because then you can choose where you start and where you end up. And then let's say you win all the leagues, then hopefully we get to freaking see the Master League that has been hyped up, where you get to fight all the champions, because that would be like the best experience, especially for everyone who has gone through every game and beaten every league and beaten every champion. And then we meet the ultimate Pokemon Master, someone better than Red. Then I'm all on board. But at least show us something of it. You showed like Metroid Prime 4 for like 8 seconds. You could have shown us at least a little look at her or what the name's called. I mean, something to whet our appetite, but come on. We need more. We need more for that. And then they wrapped it up with, of course, the man himself, Mario, and showed off Mario Odyssey. So that was I won't lie, he had his Galaxy. That was really good. Number 2 was much better. Now they're bringing Mario to multiple dimensions and worlds. And the new interesting thing about all that is now the hat plays a huge thing. Now, this is literally, I think this is ripping off the Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap, because the hat now has a life of its own. And now, somehow, when you throw your hat at anything, you can possess it. Pipes, enemies, you can become bullet bills, you can become Koopa Troopas, you can become warp pipes, you can become like bosses maybe. I don't know for sure. You can become a T-Rex, you can become a mailbox, a telephone, anything you throw at it, you can possess. So, that mechanic's going to be cool. But the hat also changes, so there's going to be Mexican Mario, there's going to be Tuxedo Mario, or what I call Pimp Mario, because, come on, that was definitely a pimp suit. Nobody can deny that was a pimp suit. So shout outs to Pimp Suit Mario. But, that was smart to go ahead and end it with Mario himself in the next big Switch game, which, was how you do end a conference, with a game people are looking forward to and really want, like, the end of a conference to show off the next big thing. We can have a teaser or two, but, end your conferences with the thing everybody's here to see. So, overall, I give Nintendo a B. Once again, like Sony, they showed off nothing but games. Not much in the hardware department, but mainly stuck to just keeping everything to whet your appetite. I mean, they should have showed a little more for what Switch games were coming out. Not counting Splatoon 2 because, well, I mean, that's not major on my radar. I mean, I've played it, it's alright, but, it's not over the top. But, ending when Mario Odyssey was good, but, I will expect a little more. I mean, I was looking forward to either No More Heroes 3 being announced, or maybe Beautiful Joe 3, which I'm still waiting for, Nintendo. You've left us on this cliffhanger for years, and literally, Beyond Good and Evil got a sequel. Come on, Nintendo, get your shit together. So, do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments below. So thank you all very much for joining me throughout this entire E3. and listening to my opinions. Once again, these opinions are my own, just K1's, not the entire New Extra Life crew. But stay tuned because we are going to debut our podcast struggle sessions, and our first major topic will be everyone's point of views on E3. So, with that in mind, this is your boy K1 bringing you the final piece of review fun. Have a great day.